Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. I'm super excited to bring today one of our superstar real estate agents into this episode. His name is Romain Bonnet, and I'm sure you've seen him in the famous TV show Selling Sunset on Netflix. Now, besides that, he's also a project manager for White Glove Estates, where they renovate houses inside out. So he's gonna tell us all about how he has leveraged his personal brand to really elevate himself in such a saturated industry such as real estate. So excited about having him here today and to learn all about his story.
There he is.
Hey.
What's happening, Romain? How are you?
Good. And you?
Fantastic. I mean, can't complain and super happy to have you here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So listen, where do we start? I mean, everybody's probably familiar with that face. They're like, where have I seen this guy? Famous TV show, Selling Sunset. It's been a hit and everybody's loving it. Also, your personal life on how it has developed on that marriage. And look, I don't want to get too much personal, but I want to get more about you as a professional real estate individual. I mean, you've been taking your career to the roof. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit on how you started.
Well, so how I started, it all started when I started working for Jason in construction. Because I came here, at first working as a pastry chef and doing some modeling. And then it didn't work out. Well, I'm going to pass on that. Anyway, and so Jason was like, well, I'm doing this new project. And then if you want, in the meantime, you can work, with the other guys. So I'm like, okay, why not? And so I kind of liked it because it was like, I'm like a lot about like fitness and workout and everything. And I felt like it was like almost, I took it like as a workout, lifting stuff and then the wood and everything. So that was kind of fun and it was new for me at that point. And then, so as the project moved on, because I was, I always been like always, maybe not, but like couple of years already, I was a manager. So for me, it came like really easily to like start like managing people a little bit here and there. And even more the fact that, everyone knew I was like the friend of Jason. So I just started to do this, looking after the guys and then learning more, because keep learning every day, and especially, at the beginning, that was really new for me. And then later on, I think about like 6 to 7 months, after, actually the project manager that was managing the project ended up by leaving. And so Jason was like a little bit like didn't have anyone. And since I was already doing like basically all the payroll, getting the material and then checking on everyone, he was like, well, would you mind like to just, keep doing it? And I'm like, no, for sure. So it was a little hard at first, especially because everything was new for me. So I'm someone that's like really, I'm gonna pay attention to everything because I'm trying to learn and listen to all the details and all the stuff that you need to know, especially because when we had like inspection and stuff like that. So we had to make sure that everything was up to code. And so it was a little bit hard, especially at the beginning, but eventually,
It worked out.
yeah, definitely. And I enjoy it, especially when you see like the result, like when you end up by making like such an amazing house and you're like, well, I made it. So it's kind of cool,
No, it's fantastic. And did you ever expect it when you started to be where you are today? Like being landed on the TV show, having so much attention and so many opportunities coming your way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, not at all. Especially because I never even think about like being in a construction, because that wasn't really what I was. I never even done it, so I didn't know anything about it, and I never even thought about it. And especially so when I came and I met Mary, so they had like already talked with Netflix about like the show and everything, but I didn't even know anything about it. So I had like no idea. Everything came at once, but I'm grateful also, especially because I think what helped me a lot also is to have like all those people, around me, especially my wife, Jason, and everything. So it did help a lot.
Mhm. So I think that the combination of taking the chances, right? Because a lot of people, sometimes they push away the chance because they're afraid. You went on and took it, but because you also were surrounding yourself with people that were pushing you to go towards that. So how important was that for you?
Well, especially because Jason also, I'm sure, like did it in some way also a little bit for Mary because he's his best friend, you know. So when he gave me the job, I knew also that it was like, you know, an opportunity for him, but like especially he was like more doing it for Mary, and then me, I was dating Mary, so I never wanted to ever. You know, like when you go to a job and you recommend someone and he's like, you know, you fuck everything up. And so I was making sure that I was like overdoing it. Like, well, that's who I am also. But, you know, because I didn't want to have anything bad going back on Mary, or especially also Jason that gave me the chance for it, you know.
Mm-hmm. So how would you manage, right, to keep a professional and private life versus being on TV? Because then a lot of people are jumping on you and a lot of comments. How do you handle that?
Yeah, well, it is pretty hard. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we wanted, you know, that's the show. We all were hoping for like, you know, being like an amazing show and getting as big as possible. And thank God it happened, you know. But obviously that comes with like, it's harder than to have like some, you know, privacy or anywhere we go, you know, there's always like people or don't get me wrong, we're like thankful because we will never have the show without the fans, but it is sometimes like, you know, you would like to go to a restaurant and be like just, you know, me and Mary and not have to worry about anything, but, you know, constantly usually there's like people, some people that comes and ask us for pictures and stuff like that, that's totally fine, but some people are like recording us, hoping that something happens or I don't know, so.
They're waiting for that weird thing that they can capture.
Or,
If you had to start again, would you do something different?
no, not really, because I mean I'm so grateful for where I am today, and I think all the steps that I've took, you know, in the past, you know, got me where I am, you know. So I don't think there is anything. I'm grateful for all the, you know, everything that happened. Obviously, there is some, you know, up and down, but no, I think I'm pretty happy.
That's good. That means that you're going in the right direction. Now, I gotta ask you this, right? So, what's next? Like everybody's always asking, oh, when is the next season? Oh, what's the next project? Oh, what's next? So, anything exciting coming up?
So we did a film. We already finished filming season 7. That because that was we were picked up for season 6 and 7, so 6 came out. We did film 7 also, so it should come out the end of the year. I'm not sure exactly. We don't even have the date or anything like that. So that should come after. Then at that point, depending on like the number that we're gonna get for the season 7, we'll get to know if we're gonna get you know, picked up for like 1 or 2 more seasons, which will be amazing because apparently we will be the first show in the history of Netflix to have more than 7 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, so that will be big. And then on another note, obviously me and Mary wants to start flipping houses, and you know, because we're like the best combo for it, you know. So that would be great. And then we also talking a lot with Tarek and Heather. We're like really close with them. And then Tarek said that he might want to do something together also. So.
I love that. First of all, congratulations on that. And I love the whole concept of that tandem, right? That team, because it's very empowering to see a couple, wife, husband, working together to make that dream team and the teamwork on achieving something that not a lot of people are even able to imagine. So it's very inspirational. And I like that you're utilizing the platform of TV, of social media to showcase that, because it's very beautiful. So yeah, keep on going, brother. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, but I mean, especially where like, you know, she's been doing this for a really long time and she knows the market, like, you know, I trust her with everything. And then obviously she's seen my work. So I think that's the best team, you know. So yeah, definitely that's something that will work.
I love it. Well, look, a lot of ideas are coming through my head, and I'm sure that we can do that whenever we get together. But if you're coming to Miami, that's the next move, right? To expand towards the East Coast, and I'm sure there is a lot of opportunities your way.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we just opened, actually, was going back and forth, so it was quite a bit of drive, but we just finished an office in San Diego that just opened.
Nice.
And yeah, and then just before we redone the one on Sunset, we did the one in Corona del Mar, and then we had one also in Cabo.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Taking over.
So who knows where is the next spot? I don't know.
Well, we'll be paying attention, right? Like we'll be following your journey. Now, Romain, we always have this question, and I'm very curious to know, what is the definition of luxury to you?
Luxury, it all depends for who it is, because you can have like those really old, I don't know, like table or watch, and then that's a crazy, price. But after it depends, like if the person is into it or not, you know what I mean? So same the houses, it can be like a big house or it can be a smaller house, but because of the history, because of the area or the location, and then the street, especially like each street, like change a lot in LA, for example, can change the value a lot. So it all depends what like who is like into what.
Mm-hmm. I see that with the White Glove Estates, you managing the project, you're transforming homes, and you're transforming them with something that is very unique. Is the DNA of the person that is going to live there. You're transforming them for somebody to step into the house and feel this sensation of like, oh my God, this is home. I feel great. And that must be luxury for that person, right? For somebody, it might be the mansion facing the water. For another person, might be this like boutique home that has all the different things that the person needs. So as you said it's different for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. And then so we're using like a lot of different material, and then we try to play with the texture, the like different material, like the wood, the concrete, the metal, and then so we trying, and then so my partner with White Glove Estate, so his wife actually is doing a lot of the design, and then she's really good at it, so he helps a lot, but yeah, we're obviously using like really high end, like quality and then material and stuff like that, but it's more so how you're gonna use it, and then use it and put it together, that's gonna make the difference, I feel like.
100%. So last question. For anybody out there that is trying to get more into social media, more into TV, more in front of a camera, but is struggling so much, what will be our friend, the superstar from Selling Sunset, say?
Well, for the TV, it's a little bit different for me because I'm grateful, but I kind of like fell into it. So I don't know exactly. I mean, I would say like, acting classes and stuff like that, and go to a lot of auditions. But what I can say, like, for example, like in front of camera, like modeling and stuff like that, you can do some shooting with like some people, and then try to, I never really done it, but they said a lot, like try to work on your facial expression, in front of the mirror, and if you're into like fashion also, try to different clothes. And in this world, like TV or modeling or anything like that, they are like super hard, and there's many times people are gonna tell you no, you're not good enough. But at the end of the day, you need to believe in yourself, and then just keep trying, because, there is someone that's gonna be looking for someone like you, You just need to find the right person. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to go through a lot of people, more for some others. And here, no, or stuff like that. So you just have to, keep, being confident, and then trust yourself, and then,
Well, thank you so much, my friend. That's very
Thank you so much for having me.
empowering. For anybody that is trying to reach out to you, that wants to work with you, what's the best way to contact you?
Probably on social media, or social media, and I believe this is also my email. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Keep
so much.
crushing it. We look forward to seeing the journey of you getting this new season ongoing, also the teamwork with the flipping houses and everything else that you're going to be doing. So very excited for that. Congratulations, and we'll see each other very soon.
Thank you so much.